We all need to eat in order to stay alive, but depending on what we do, it can affect the quantity and quality of our lives. This semester, I was taking a health class and we discussed obesity in one of our chapters. And so I was interested in this and I wanted to dive deeper, so I watched a documentary and read a couple of articles on it. And the things that I found while I was watching these things shocked me. So sugar has become a toxin in today's society, and it has been the result of increased diseases in our community, and it should be avoided at all costs. And so today I just want to talk about the nature of the toxicity of sugar, how it affects us individually and as a society, and what we can do to combat it. And so sugar has become a toxin that is slowly killing us, and it's going unnoticed by the world. In the documentary, The Skinny on Obesity, Dr. Robert Lutzik says, sugar, because of its unique composition, is the only food on the planet that is both a fat and a carbohydrate. So this is a problem because fats and carbohydrates, they store energy differently and they burn energy differently. So when you combine the two, the body doesn't really know how to respond to it, and it can't do what it normally would do if you only were eating a carbohydrate or just eating a fat. So because of that, it doesn't really know how to handle it. And the second part that's really scary about sugar is that it's made of fructose. And so fructose, Dr. Lutzik says that fructose is a chronic dose-dependent hemotoxic liver toxin, which is just like alcohol. Fructose, the sweet part of sugar, is more like alcohol than anything else, close quote. So because sugar works this way with fructose, the liver is the only place in the body where fructose can be digested, and because of that, when you eat sugar, you drink a soda or anything like that, all of that goes straight to your liver and nowhere else. So if you're constantly drinking soda and you're constantly eating sugary things, you're overloading your liver, and it's going to become a toxic environment, just like it would if you were an alcoholic. And so although sugar affects your health, it also is affecting our healthcare system all around the world. And so sugar is a huge player in the obesity epidemic, and it's really fueling other diseases and side effects that are costing our healthcare system 75% of all the money that goes into it. And so these things are like diabetes, dementia, heart disease, liver disease, or fatty livers, and insulin resistance, weight gain, high blood pressure, and cancer. And so because of this, all this money that's going into helping to combat these diseases, healthcare and insurance companies, they're making us pay higher premiums because there are more people that are likely to get these diseases, and they need the money to help able to cover the cost for their operations. And so not only is sugar affecting you physically, but it's also affecting you financially because of other people's poor decisions. And so we can help reduce this number by avoiding excess sugar in our meals. And doing so, we can do this by going to the store and making a list of what all the things we want, and making sure that there's no sugar in it. Avoid things with the ending OSE in them, and just make sure that you're limiting the sugar that you're intaking when you're at the grocery store and buying things for the meals you're going to make at home. And so when you do that, you reduce the amount of sugar you're taking in automatically. Unless you're going out to eat and getting food, you're not really sure what they're putting in there. So it's really best to go home and prepare your own food, and you have the ability to control what goes into your food and really help avoid excess sugar intake. And you can also try new things and see what you like, and maybe that will help you out. But after learning how sugar has become a toxic in this today's environment, and its main factor in disease that the diseases that plague the healthcare system, and the easy steps you can take to avoid sugar, I really hope that you can take this information to heart and you'll be able to live a happier, healthier, and richer life because of it. And I urge you to take the effort now to avoid consuming sugar at all costs. And you don't have to stop at all at once today, but you should limit what you're eating right now. And by doing so, not only will you be affecting your own health, but you'll be affecting your community as well. Thank you.